वेलकम टू लर्नर स्टॉप। दिस इज़ समीक्षा एंड आज हम बात करेंगे अबाउट इंडिया एंड यूनाइटेड नेशंस सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल। सो फर्स्टली हम यूनाइटेड नेशन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल के बारे में जानते हैं। सो इट इज़ वन ऑफ द ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशंस एंड इट इज़ चार्ज्ड विद द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ इंटरनेशनल पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी। तो इसके पावर्स में इंक्लूड होते हैं एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ पीस कीपिंग ऑपरेशंस, then international sanctions, then authorization of military action through Security Council resolutions, and it is the only UN body with the authority to issue binding resolutions to member states. तो इसमें 5 परमानेंट मेंबर्स हैं। सो बेसिकली दे आर रशिया, यूनाइटेड किंगडम, फ्रांस, चाइना एंड यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, एंड it also consists of 15 members. Okay, so total 15 members, and these permanent members जो 5 जो हैं they can veto any substantive Security Council resolution. Okay, so it includes admission of new member states or candidates for Secretary General. अब हम देखते हैं कि इंडिया एंड यूएनएससी के बारे में। सो बेसिकली इंडिया इज़ ऑल सेट टू बिकम अ नॉन परमानेंट मेंबर ऑफ द यूएनएससी फॉर द 8th टाइम, ओके, दिस ईयर। सो इलेक्शंस होंगे 17 जून को बाय यूएनजीए टू एलेक्ट 5 ऑफ द 10 नॉन परमानेंट मेंबर्स। तो इंडिया is single candidate in the Asia Pacific group and would return to council after a decade starting January 2021. राइट। अब हम देखते हैं कि वाई इंडिया शुड बी अ परमानेंट मेंबर। इट इज़ अ वेरी डिबेटेबल टॉपिक एंड इट हैज़ बीन डिबेटेड सिंस अ लॉन्ग टाइम। सो हियर आर सम ऑफ द बेसिक पॉइंट्स which are in favor of India becoming a permanent member. So firstly, India is the world's largest democracy. Then India contributes the largest number of troops in 44 peacekeeping operations. Then India जो है it is highest financial contributor to United Nations, with the country making regular donations to several UN organs like United Nations Democracy Fund. Then it has never experienced a coup and has always had a stable political leadership. Next is it follows a policy of no first use. So it is regarding nuclear weapons and it is a signatory to most of the UN treaties, right? Then इसके बाद it shares good relations with most countries and also it was the leader of non-aligned movement. So basically non-aligned movement represents the third world countries. So you can say India is representing the third world countries. Then India is one of the earliest members of the UN. Also, it is world's fastest growing economy. Okay, and lastly, India can represent developing countries in the Security Council. So these are some of the factors which are in favor. Now we will see some factors which are against India of becoming a permanent member. So because there are other countries that are economically much better than India and they are not part of UNSC. Okay, so as I had told you that in UNSC के जो members हैं रशिया, UK, US, France and China. So Japan being one of the countries which is more economically developed, so it should be member of UNSC. If India is an aspiring member, then also Japan is also aspiring member and it should become permanent member first. This is one of the factor which is against India getting permanent seat in the UNSC. Next is India is one of the countries having lowest HDI. So this is another factor. Then India is second most unequal country with most of the wealth is in hands of the rich. So basically here we are talking about the inclusive growth and the development which is taking place in India. So India is not equally developed. So when you have a look at the Gini coefficient, basically Gini coefficients Gini coefficient tells you about the inequality which is prevalent in the country. So basically economic inequality, it is used for measuring income distribution or you can say wealth distribution. Okay, so this is one factor which is against India being a permanent member of UNSC. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits of getting permanent member seat for India. So, if India will be made permanent member, then it will have a greater say in the international affairs. So, obviously, and ये जो है India will influence a lot more than it is influencing. Next is India can get entry into other powerful groups like NSG. So, India जो है it is aspiring member of NSG. Okay, now proposed reforms regarding UNSC. So, there are 5. Basically, first one is categories of membership. Okay, then the question of veto held by the 5 permanent members. It has been said that the veto power has been misused a lot of times. You can say basically the countries which are having the veto power, they are using it for their benefits. So next one is regional representation, right? So as you can see, Africa is not having any representation in the UNSC. Then the size of an enlarged council and its working methods. Next is the Security Council General Assembly relationship. So these are some of the things which needs to be reformed. So basically they are proposed reforms. So lastly, I have a question for you. So do you think India should become a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council? So do comment in the comment section. So this is the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching, and keep learning and keep growing.